practice social distancing. Just don't be a jerk. There, I said it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Welcome back to the vlog. How are you guys doing? I hope that you and your family are well. You guys are keeping safe and healthy. Times are still so crazy, and I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about it, but I don't think that this is the right platform to talk about it, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyway, I am here today because I would like to share with you guys that I finally got my hands on a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, and I got it at 40% off. Thanks to Sephora's Beauty November sale. Oh my gosh, guys, patience is a virtue talaga. As in, sobrang saya ko. Sobrang saya ko. Imagine the original price of that palette was 500 dirhams, and I was able to get it for only 300 dirhams. Grabe, ang laking bagay na ng 200 dirhams, lalo na sa panahon ngayon. So imagine my happiness nung nalaman ko na, oh my gosh, naka 40% sila. So this is my chance to get my hands on that. And well, I did buy it, I did get it. And I know that it is more of a want than a need, but I have been wanting to get that for the longest time. And nakuha ko naman siya at 40% off. So I guess that justifies my purchase. I don't know. Siguro I'm just making excuses for myself. But anyway, I got it. I have it with me, and we're going to talk about it today. So there were actually, quite a few palettes that were on sale from Natasha Denona, and to be very honest, I had a hard time choosing between the palettes that were on sale. The Sunset palette was on sale, the Biba palette, the Lila palette, and all of them were so beautiful and pretty in their own ways. And if I were rich, I'd probably get them all, but I'm not, and I only allowed myself to get one. So I really had to choose which palette amongst all these palettes that were on sale is the one that I would really use, So I spent a lot of time in Sephora trying to swatch all the palettes, and I finally made my decision, and I got, ta-da! The Natasha Denona Gold palette. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness. You couldn't imagine how long I was in Sephora trying to swatch the Biba palette, Sunrise palette, the Lila palette, and this. I was back and forth dun sa cleaning station nila, and then I'm gonna go back to the Natasha Denona counter or booth, and then I'll try to swatch again. It was parang feeling ko I was there for 1.5 hours, 1 hour to 1.5 hours, and the sales associates were like, for real? Are you gonna buy it or are you just gonna swatch? So, ayun nga, this is what I got. Si Gold palette ang nagwagi, and what we're going to do today is we're just going to talk about the palette really quickly. I'm gonna show you all the swatches, and I'm also going to show you how I did these two eye look. Sobrang, oh my gosh. Obsessed. Yak, obsessed! Uy, magising ka. Anong obsessed sabi mo? But anyway, I love these two looks that I created. But actually, no, I did not create them. I was inspired by YouTuber Julia Adams. I'm going to link her YouTube channel down below so that you guys can check her out if you have the time or if you want to. But anyway, so ayun, that's my story for getting the Natasha Denona palette. So you know what? Let's dive into it. Okay, so it says here that this whole palette is made in Italy, and it has 15 shades. Each shade weighs 2.5 grams each, and it's good to know that it is cruelty-free and paraben-free. Again, not tested on animals, keep out of reach of children. There's really nothing in here, so let's just open the palette up. And ta-da! This is what it looks like. Oh my god, it's gold, shining glory. Oh, excited ba kayo makita yung loob? And this is what the inside looks like. Oh my gosh, ang ganda! grabe. Oh my gosh, ang ganda. You know what? If you don't like gold, I don't think that you will appreciate this. I have seen some reviews of people who are like, why are you gonna get to gold? I mean, mas maganda yung lila, mas maganda yung biba, mas maganda si ganyan. You're not gonna wear gold all the time. Like, what would you do with different tones of golds? But, you know, some people might find it boring, but I didn't. To be very honest, even though I had a hard time choosing between the palettes that were on sale, I already had my eye on the gold palette. Like, I was already leaning towards it, but I gave the other palettes a chance and, you know, swatched it and see if I would like, you know, if I would like them more than I like the gold palette. But wala, ewan ko, at least in my book, walang nakatalo dito sa gold palette na to. Don't get me wrong, all of them are so beautiful. Like, I just said that if I had the money, I'd probably buy them all. Or not. Because I don't think that's really environmentally friendly, and I don't know, I just think it's a waste to have a lot of palettes unless talagang makeup artist ka. But like, for me, I don't think it's essential that I have all of them, so I'm pretty happy with what I've got. So ayon. I just feel like this is a palette that I think I would use all the time, and it's just so, you know, it's just so versatile. You can create tons of looks using this palette, and I actually cannot wait to experiment more and create more looks using this gold palette. I know that some people will say, but that's just gold, like, you do not need so many golds in one palette. But you know what, I do. If you're someone who loves gold, you'd probably understand where I'm coming from. Like, all of these, they seem like, you know, they're just one color, but they are different tones of one color. And the textures in here, the colors, and, you know, the finishes, they are so beautiful. They're so different. Each shade has, later I will swatch it so that you guys can understand, but just take a good look at what this looks like. But just take a good look at what it looks like, and there you go. Okay, so now that I have introduced the palette to you, I've shown the palette to you, it's time for the swatches. Okay guys, now that we are done with the swatches, let me show you a short clip, a demo of how I used the palette and how I created these two eye looks. Hey guys, hope you learned something new today. Let's start with this eye. I am going to take the shade Dijon and put that all over my crease. Sorry guys, medyo hindi maganda yung lighting sa part na to. It'll get better, don't worry. And then we just blend that out. Next, I'm going to take the shade Sandstone and put that on top of the Dijon shade and just blend those two together. And we still blend. You know how it is. Blend lang ng blend. And then I'm gonna take the shade Phaeton and then put that on my crease as well, just to deepen things up. And then again, we blend. And we blend some more just to make sure that there are no harsh lines. And then I'm wetting my brush and getting the same shade, which is Phyton, and putting that all over my lid. We all know that if you wet your brush, you get maximum color payoff, so I like to do that. So again, we just blend and blend and blend. That's the trick, guys. We all know that. Eyeshadow is just really blending. I'm also trying to shape the eyes as well while I'm blending, so that's what I'm doing in here. Wow, bilib na bilib sa sarili. Next, I'm taking the shade Lime Chrome, and I am going to wet my brush again, put that on the center first. That is really a nice color. It just really transformed that Phyton shade underneath it. Grabe, ang ganda ng effect niya. I mean, it's really so much better in person. The camera can't do it justice. I initially intended to put that only at the center, but I changed my mind. It's just so pretty. Okay, next I'm going to take the shade Sparks, and that's what I am going to put in the center, but I'm having a bit of a struggle here. It doesn't seem to, show up, so change strategy. I'm taking the shade Brass, and I'm going to use my finger to apply that. Okay, I think that is so much better. Let me intensify that more. Oof, there you go. That's so much better. Yeah. Look at me all satisfied with what I just did. Okay, so next is I'm going to take the shade Phyton and I'll put that on my lower lash line. Taking the shade Dijon and Sandstone together, and again putting that on my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking a highlighter from Skin Potions. It's like a putty highlighter, just so, the powder can have something to adhere to. And then I'm taking the shade Sparks and then putting that on top of the putty highlighter. Then for the next eye, I'm taking the shade Aria and putting that all over my crease. And then just blending it out. Next is the shade Teak, and then I'm going to put that on top of Aria just to deepen things and put another layer and dimension. And then we blend those two together. Then I'm taking the shade Log, and I'm going to spread that all over my lid. I love this color. Just a side note, I really love this matte. Super buttery, very easy to apply. I'm shaping it as well so that I kind of have that winged eye look. And then I'm taking another brush to blend everything together just to make sure there are no harsh lines. Next up is the shade Varus, which I'm going to put all over my lid on top of the shade Log. That is such a nice color as well. And then I'm going to put the shade Sparks and intensify that a bit so that, it's seen. Ooh, there you go. That's really, really, really pretty. Next is the shade Teak, which I'm going to put on my lower lash line. And then just blend it out. Next up is the shade Log. I'm going to put that on the outer corner just to intensify things a bit. I'm just cleaning the mess that I made here. And clean the other side as well. Bias aside, it looks good though, right? Let me finish the rest of my eye makeup and I will be back. Peace out, y'all. Oh my gosh, you reached the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye! Keep safe, guys. Wear masks, please. Practice social distancing. Just don't be a jerk. There, I said it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Bye!